Hello lovelies, welcome to the Fool's Ink. This is your girl Zoe, and today we're going to be seeing what is in store for you for the month of February in 2024. So we have pile number 1 with the Children of Litha Tarot and the Moonstone Heart, Dark Moonstone Heart. Pile number 2 with the Cat Tarot, and what I believe is also technically Moonstone. I could be wrong, but it's tinier and it's more and it's darker, so hopefully you guys can tell the difference. And then we have pile number 3 with the Everyday Witch Tarot and the Green Heart. I think it's aventurine or serpentine. Again, I'm not very good at remembering the crystals I buy, but I like them and they're pretty and I go off the vibe. Feel free to pause the video here if you still need some time thinking, and I will see you at your pile. Hello pile 1, if this is your reading, you guys chose the big Moonstone Heart, Dark Moonstone Heart. I absolutely love this one because of the sheen. She just makes me so happy. And I think I'm gonna put her right here. Yep. And I do want to say before we get into it that I'm gonna be doing this reading just a little bit differently. I'm going to, instead of just getting the general vibes, I'm still gonna get the general vibe, but I'm gonna get your current energy as well as your future energy. Which I'm thinking like is the end of February, something around there. And then we'll go as usual with your romance, career, and any advice / spirit messages the universe has to give you. Alrighty, so without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so spirit, I hope I'm not shaking. Am I shaking the camera? Hopefully not. Maybe a little bit. Apologies if I am. Also, if you hear any like scattering or meows, that is my kitty cats who just, you know, love to play around at this time. I chose the perfect time to film, as I always do. All right, let's get into it. All right, Spirit. What is the overall vibe for pile number 1s? I'm going to take the first card. I'm not going to take all of them. I'm going to take the first one. All right. So, can you see that? We'll bring it down. Okay. Oh, we have the 7 of Wands coming out. Boots! Sometimes he meows when he needs attention, but I cannot give him the attention right now. Maybe you guys are going to be wanting attention in the month of February, or you're going to be gaining a lot of attention, is what I'm hearing. Here I just heard hot commodity. I don't really like the wording of that, but you know, you're gonna be garnering a lot of attention. You're gonna be looking very attractive in the month of February, entering a lot of Venusian energy. Alrighty. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'll take this one too. I wasn't really thinking, I'm not gonna lie. I was just shuffling and then it fell out, so I'll take it for your overall energy as well. Oof. I think I need to we got some scattered energy going on, so I'm just gonna clock into pile 1's energy in 3, 2, 1. Okay. Alrighty. So what is the pile 1's current energy, please, Spirit? What is pile 1's current energy? What is pile 1's current energy? Oh my gosh, I am shaking the camera. Why am I shaking the camera? Apologies, everybody. It's starting off to be very chaotic. Okay, I think we're doing okay now. Okay. What is pile 1's current energy, please, Spirit? I'm just getting nervousness, scatteredness, like just a lot of energy coming out for you guys. We have the Lovers, a lot of major arcana. I guess you have 2. I feel like you have a lot, but anyway, okay. The Lovers, and then we have the Knight of Swords. All right, and I'll put here. Okie dokie. Maybe we'll bring everything down just a little bit. Okay. And then what are the future energies that Palawan is going to be embodying, please, Spirit? What are the future energies? Alrighty. We have the Five of Cups in reverse. Alright, hi. It's not bad. Bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Pentacles, so a lot of fives. Alright, 555 could be a significant number to you. I'll put this here. Yeah, okay. Just checking everything can be seen. Oh, wait. Oh, okay, I thought something had happened to my card. What is this? Maybe getting a lot of unexpected surprise. I don't know what this is. It's just oh my gosh, it's just a random, like, little black piece out of nowhere. Okay. All right. It's just, I feel like you guys are figuring out a lot of things in the month of February. Okay, let's get into it. Your overall energy. I am feeling that you're coming to a culmination of some sorts, and I feel like you finally, I feel like you've reached a breaking point, and you're really defending whatever epiphany you've had. Like, I feel like maybe you've realized something about yourself. You have an epiphany of how you've been approaching things, and now you're kind of like, with this new knowledge in mind, you have completely changed the way that you are approaching a certain situation or area of your life. I feel like you've become more authentic within yourself, and you understand yourself a lot more. And so you're not going to allow people to kind of bully you into doing things their way, like how they think society should do things. And so it's like you're not going to feel like, since you're not giving up this newfound authenticity within you. I feel like you really won a part of yourself back. Like, I feel like you may have like been feeling very distant with yourself lately, and it feels like you've won something back. You've won a part of yourself back, and that is so beautiful. I just feel like so at one with myself. It's like you've come into union with yourself, and I just I don't know what else to say. Like, that's just gorgeous. And so when we're looking at your oh my gosh, I feel you guys are also perfectionists, because I want everything to be perfect as I'm laying everything out. I feel like your current energy, yeah, I feel like you may have like had this epiphany recently, and you've kind of come into union with yourself, like now with the Lovers here. And I feel like you kind of have more direction of where you're going. The Knight of Swords energy is given that is Swords energy, which is air, and it talks a lot about communication, our thoughts in our mind. The Knight of Swords is someone who's very, very impulsive, and it can also represent racing thoughts for me. So I feel like you guys could still you don't have all the answers, but you have a direction. And so you don't exactly know where the path is leading, but you know that you have to walk down it. And you're walking down it with a lot of fervor and love for yourself and excitement. And you're making the choice to stay on your individual path and not be swayed by what other people may be doing, what other people tell you that you should be doing, X, Y, and Z. But there's still this just anticipation, it's excited energy, and you feel very much like a novice, but a happy novice of someone who's just I'm so excited to be learning. It's almost like page energy, but I feel like pages, their energy is not so raw, right? I feel like this is like page curiosity, the curiosity of a beginner, someone who's just starting out, but with such passion and fervor that the Knights have, as if they know that this is where they're supposed to be and they're not going anywhere else, and they're gonna stick on this path. I just heard I heard, even if people look at you weirdly for going down this path, I'm getting that one meme of Dr. Phil going, "This is your man. This is your man. Yep, that's my man, and I'm gonna stick beside him." I feel like I don't think your path is that something that you should be ashamed of like someone be like, that's your man. Although some people maybe if they're just, you know, judgmental, but I think that it's just like that energy of like, this is my path and I'm gonna keep on it. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna slay my demons, I'm gonna slay my dragons, and I know at the end of this road there's like a rainbow and a pot of gold for me, right? So, and I think it does, like, with these future energies, the Five of Cups, and I'm going to take the bottom of the deck energy as this as well, as being like the Five of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. I feel like you are sticking on this path, and it's good that you've become so determined and forthright in continuing on it, but it's not an easy path, and I think you acknowledge that. But it's like you acknowledge it's not easy and things are happening very slowly. You're getting wins. You're getting, the universe is like, you know, kind of testing you now by giving you tiny wins. But they're kind of holding out on the big end again for like kind of like when you reach a certain, I almost said breaking point. Like you've had this breaking point, but you're going to reach like another one where you like finally kind of break through, not a glass ceiling. Although for many of you it could be a glass ceiling, but just like whatever has been like still holding you back, you still have a lot that you kind of need to learn, some shadow work to do, things that like are kind of within you that are blocking you from the blessings that the universe wants to give you, and you are working through those, and it is not easy. I feel like this is like a dark soul of the night, dark soul of the night, dark night of the soul internally. And so you're working really hard on yourself, and once you kind of reached even a higher union with yourself, which is kind of crazy thing because I feel like you're becoming so at peace with yourself, but there's still even more love for yourself to come and even more power that awaits you. Like I feel like you're someone whose light simply cannot be dimmed, right? And so once you realize that, and once you realize that the only reason that it feels like you're out in the cold right now is because you are keeping yourself out in the cold, then it's just, the glow up is like insane. And that's not just like a physical glow up, it's like internal, like ethereal energy. I heard eternal as well. Like it's like your eternal soul and all the lessons you've learned from your past lives, everything is culminating into just create like, I don't even know what I'm saying, but like create like a super soul that whose aura and light just like illuminates everything, the world. Like if you could see my face right now, I'm like smiling from ear to ear because it is just like so intense and so beautiful. And like when you walk into a room, it's going to be impossible for kind of anyone to look away from you and not feel that warmth and just sunshine shining from inside you. And I think you know this, which is why we have the Five of Cups in reverse. You know that maybe things aren't happening as quickly as you want, or you know, you're not exactly in the place that you want to be just yet, but like you have faith that you're working towards there, and you just are so proud of yourself. And you, maybe the physical realm hasn't caught up with what you're feeling internally, but you feel that growth internally, you feel that happiness, you feel that love for yourself just compounding and compounding. And you know that eventually it's not going to be able to stay contained within you. It's going to have to radiate outwards and like be reflected in your external world. And so that luxury, that, you know, that joyous internal life is going to become like an even more joyous and abundant external life as well. Okay. Whew. That was intense. Okay. Let's all take a breath now. Oh my God. Pile number one. Look at you guys go. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you, like, already. I'm just shuffling the deck again because I forgot to say that I also wanted to get a little bit, like, just wanted to see, like, one event that's going to be happening in the month of February that Spirit wants you to look out for. What is one event that pile number 1 should look out for? I also keep hearing pile 2, so you guys may have been drawn to pile 2 as well. So feel free to check that out. Ooh, okay, so we have the Queen of Swords. I heard, like, confrontation for some of you. I feel like there's gonna be a moment where you can really just speak your truth. I feel like someone who maybe has been trying to dim your light for a while, you're, like, going to, like, really light into them and let them have it. Oh my god, yeah, you're good. And it's gonna be a really empowering moment for you. The Knight of Swords is on the back of the deck again. So yeah, I feel like you guys, oh my gosh, yeah, I just feel like there's a moment of just power. Even if you're not, like, yelling at someone, I feel like you, or even if you're, I feel like you are putting someone in their place. And you're not letting them cross their boundaries. And it's gonna be one of those things where after you say your piece, and they're just kind of stunned in silence, and everyone is like, oh, yep, they just got served. Like, oof, okay. You're gonna be like, wow, like me a year ago, even like me, like from a month, 2 months ago, would not have been able to say that and get that off my chest. And I am just, like, so proud that I've grown into this person who, like, does not at all let anyone cross my boundaries or make me feel less than. If they do, I'm gonna let them know right then and there and have them clean up their act. Like, I feel like there's absolutely no nonsense, zero tolerance policy with you, Palo ones. Oh my god, good for you. And I feel like it could be in the workplace. Yeah, it could be in the workplace. Could even be with your boss. Yeah. The Knight of Swords. Yeah, really cutthroat, literally. Yeah. I feel like you're gonna reach equilibrium and balance within yourself as a result with Temperance here. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Is there more, Spirit? I don't know. Yeah, just more like you're in your power with the Magician. The King of Wands. Oh my gosh. Wow. You may attack when you speak like that, you might catch the attention of a King of Wands. Someone who's also in the power and very, very feisty. Okay. All right. That's that. Let us get, what do we want to get? Let's get your love life. Let's see what's happening in your love life, pile 1. Spirit, what is happening in pile 1's relationships, romantic, platonic, whatever you feel needs to come out in the month of February 2024. Okay. All right, so we have Pachamama, Mother Cosmos. I actually feel called to read from the book for that one. I'll get one more. Okay. Bottom of the deck energy, we have Amethyst, spirituality, intuition, stress relief. Yeah, that's again talking to your relationship with yourself, really growing. And when you grow spiritually like that, you're growing with, like, your physical self is becoming one with, like, your spiritual self. And I feel like you're really coming into alignment with your highest self. It's almost like nirvana. I don't know, man. Like, it's like you are reaching the highest plane. And we have first quarter, take action. So there might be some action happening regarding your love life. Yeah, I'm gonna look at Pachamama. Let's see. Alrighty. The name of Pachamama, fertility Inca goddess, is translated as Mother Earth or Mother Cosmos. She represents forces of nature, nourishing and caring mother to her children, people of Earth. She oversees planting and harvesting, providing all needed resources. Make sure to be respectful and do not take too much, or destructive powers will awaken. I feel like that is definitely you guys. Like, boundaries crossed, and people are going to really hear you roar in the month of February, right? And maybe following months after now, because a lion has been awakened inside you. All right. Practice gratitude and unconditional love. Tune into your inner source of creation and mothering. Bathe in loving arms of our wonderful Mother Earth. Meditation. If you can go outside and spend some time in nature, touch the ground and thank our mother for her endless care and love. Otherwise, just take some representations of the earth, element, houseplant, stones, or just this card will be enough. Envision yourself one with Mother Cosmos. Feel her calm, grounding energy. Evoke feelings of endless universal love and care. All right, there my cat goes again. Yeah. All right, that's confirmation for what I'm about to say. I feel like you're not only your relationship with yourself, but I feel like your crown chakra is like opening up, and the crown is like represents our connection to source, our connection to really everything within the universe. And so I feel like you are like tapping into like something like absolutely sublime. Honestly, like sublime is the word to use. Sublime and divine. And you are taking action to connect back with spirit and connect back with earth. And I feel like these connections just make you feel so connected to humanity and like living things, and just not even just energy. It's almost like you're experiencing an ego death in February and like being reborn as this phoenix character. Like you feel so at one with everything. Like you just feel in tune, and like your chakras are aligned. And you're really taking action to protect that, to foster this, to nourish this union. I feel like I'm gonna read the take action too, actually. Apologies, friends. It has been a little bit since I've used this deck. Not gonna lie to you. 17. First quarter. All right. Momentum. Time for some serious action. We planted seeds, imagined, and wished. Now it is time to actually do something. Time for growth, creativity, and learning. Be proactive and show up for your life. And then a meditation you can do is become a magnet for positive energy and prosperity. Trust that you have all the needed resources and abilities to bring your dreams to life. Create a perfectly inspiring affirmation to keep you uplifted. All right, so yeah, again, when it comes to your relationships, I feel like, your relationship with yourself is going to be first and foremost. That's what you're prioritizing the most. And I feel like there's a sense of you are building self-trust, and like you're not letting yourself down. When you set an action and you set a goal, you're like actively working towards it, and you're not going to allow yourself to give up. Even though you may make mistakes, you may falter from time to time, but you're going to stay consistent, and you keep up the consistency, and you're not putting so much pressure on yourself to be perfect, because that's what led you to kind of putting down projects and leaving them to kind of gain dust in the corner. Like I feel like you're not letting yourself down anymore. You're like, these are my goals and this is really what I want to accomplish, and it's my duty to myself to accomplish these goals, because this is what I really want. This is what I promised myself I would do. This is what I promised myself I would accomplish, and so I'm going to keep working towards it, no matter how many times like I fall, or how many times I trip, or accidentally go backwards or something like that. Like I'm just going to stay consistent on my path until I reach where I want to go, because I know that eventually I'm going to be, in a year from now, I'm going to look back and be like, wow, look, I did that, and all these things I've done, and I've grown so much, and I've accomplished so many things, rather than like how it was in the past, maybe, of like you would start something and you didn't see progress in a month, and you felt bad, you felt like you weren't being perfect enough, so you let it drop down, and then like fast forward a year and you look back, you'd be like, wow, if I had started this project and kept up with it like a year ago, I would be so far by now. And I think that you're really realizing that, and now you're like taking action for your future self to make sure that your future self is in the best place that they possibly can be, and just this loving communion with like all versions of yourself, your past, present, and future self, and just putting them first and keeping your promises to yourself, and like treating yourself how you want others to treat you, treating yourself like how your dream spouse would treat you, you know? Okay. There you go. So let's see. February is like a transformative month for one. Oh my gosh. I might have to get some water. Okay. Let me just take a sippy sip over here. Okay. Now we're going to look at your career. What is Padawan's career looking like in the month of February, please, Spirit? What is their career and studies like? Ooh, okay. Ooh. So we have Dana, the flowing one, mother goddess of forest people and fairies. So much connection to earth. So if you have been feeling called to go on a walk, connect in nature, hike, camp, whatever, this is your sign. Go ahead and do it. We literally have, there's like an earth symbol like right here. Get out, go outside, y'all, especially if you've been cooped up inside for far too long. Alrighty. Oh, that's too many. Just one more, please, Spirit. Just one more. Padawan's career, please. What is in store for Padawan's career? Oh, they're quiet. Ooh, okay. I spoke too soon. Okay. Magnetic energy, rainbow fluoride, focus, productivity, and creativity. Amazing. And then we have clear chords, clarity, healing, endless possibilities. Yeah, I feel like your career is expanding. I think some of you may be actually making like a career change. That could be part of like this whole transformation, is that you're realizing what you really want to do in life. And it may not be what you are currently doing. And so you're making efforts to go ahead and change that in some way. Like change your career trajectory, or just approach your career, especially for those of you who are self-employed, have your own businesses. You may just be like approaching things with different intentions, and going back to kind of your calling and why you started your business in the first place, and really calling back to that, especially if you been feeling burned out and like you can't really carry on. It's just like you remembering why you began this journey in the first place, and letting that, I'm hearing letting creativity flow. You're really focusing on being productive, which I feel like we've talked a lot about now. Like y'all are steadfast. You are on your path. Nothing is swaying you. Not in the month of February. And you have this like aura around you that just keeps out negativity, keeps out distraction. Like you are clearing the air. Anything that does not serve you, anyone who's holding you back, any Debbie Downers, anyone who's just bringing negative energy, is not in the place that you want to be. You are like letting go. You're clearing out space to let in your, all the blessings and manifestations you want to come in. So people who can't get with that can't come with you on as you level up. This can also be like a little time, like a spaceship, a little like capsule, a vehicle of some sort. Like she's going places, and there's not enough room for everybody. So she's got to take, only the core people, only those who can fit in her heart space. Yeah. I just feel like your career, your studies, even if it's a side hustle, is very, very healing to you. Like, it's very in line with your purpose and kind of what you want to do. You may be one of those people that like need your job to be something that you enjoy at the very least. You need to feel like it has impact, that it's doing something, right? That it has meaning. Some of you could be going through your Saturn return, or, midlife crisis, or just a life crisis, quarter life crisis, third quarter life crisis, anything like that. I'm just hearing flowing, like I'm just seeing like rivers flowing, like you're really in tune with that, your sacral chakra and like the creation aspect. You're like creating. Some of you could be very, very creative. And maybe before you didn't feel like you could focus on your creativity, on your, artistry, how whatever form that may take, because you're like, well, I need to make money, I need to focus on all this stuff. But then everything you've just been allowing to take up your time doesn't fill your heart, it doesn't replenish your soul. And so now you're really buckling down and like taking, your artistry, your creation, your creativity seriously, and like producing beautiful, amazing things that I think the world is really, really going to appreciate. Again, the world, I feel like this is like the world receiving your art in such a like positive way, in a way that you didn't think they would receive it. But it's been like, why didn't I do this sooner? Like, everyone loves it. But listen, divine timing, like, your art was received when it needed to be received and when it needed to come. And you're just overflowing. You're overflowing with ideas and possibilities. And just once you start creating, it's like a faucet you can't turn off. It's just one thing after the other. I feel like an art, like a painter, like in your studio, like 12 hours a day, 24/7, like compelled to paint, like something is driving them. Like, and like this paint splatters everywhere. Even if you're not a painter, it could be a writer, you're writing, like it's just, the words are flowing. Writer's block, who? Yeah. And you're just clear. It's all feels so clear all of a sudden. Like, what you need now. You know where to go. You know what to write. You know what was missing. Maybe you feel like something was missing in your art before, but now you know what was missing, and you can fill in that blank. And you don't have to worry about scarcity of ideas, because you know you're an overflowing well, and there will always be new ideas coming to you, even more genius than the ones before. Okay, all right. So now we're gonna go ahead and get some last spirit messages. Anything else, like what your spirit journey may be looking like. Anything else spirit wants to say. Any lasting advice, all right? And I just want to give a disclaimer. The deck I'm using is the Rebel deck, the Rebel Oracle deck, and it is known for its, harsh advice, fun girl talk type advice, like no sugarcoating. So, just want to give you a heads up. This is not me. I'm just the messenger. But yeah, I just want to see any lasting advice, spirit. Anything else that our power ones should be focusing on. Oh my god. Okay. Ugh. I'm not gonna get this. My hip cracked. I feel so old. Okay, so we have, you are giving away your power. I just love when it all comes full circle. We know you feel you're giving away your power now. People are draining you. The world is draining you. You feel you have to go along with like these traditional routes, and it's just not serving you. So it's time to take back your power, reclaim it. Yeah, you're a badass. Act like it. Act like it. Okay. And then we have, too much screen time is making you awkward and sad. Go take a walk. Go talk to a live person. Also, maybe go take a walk if you feel called to do so. And then put the effing phone down. Put it down. Put it down. All right. So your screen time, it could be one of those things where sometimes this happens to me a lot, where I get like, I go doom scrolling. I get like paralysis, like I can't get off my phone. I say one more TikTok and suddenly my thumb is moving before I know it, before I can think about it. And so just like maybe try lowering your screen time so you can really allow yourself to be creative and create things. Yeah, and I feel like the too much time on the phone and like just the blue light and everything, like drying your eyes and stuff, can also be a source of like sucking out your creativity and, you know, just all your ideas and stuff like that. Alrighty. We have, I want to say this too, some good-ish is about to happen, so look forward to that. We knew that. And so don't let your issue, this is time to do some healing, do some shadow work to really let this, you know, that ish come in. And it's not everyone else's fault. It's yours. All right. So, you know, don't, again, if you feel like something is holding you back, really look at what it is like inside yourself, right? Any like triggers, limiting beliefs, things like that that are holding you back that may have been gained from other people, you know, from society, people, you know, we knew growing up and things like that. But, you know, now, unfortunately, it is on us to clear out those limiting beliefs and traumas and things like that, all right? And also feed yourself. You know, don't just replenish yourself, your soul, your body needs to be replenished as well. Have you eaten? You're acting like a big ass baby. Okay. Alrighty. Yeah, I think that's all that I have for you, pile number one. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you enjoyed this and you'd like a personal reading, make sure to check out my Etsy down below in the subscription box, along with my Patreon. And not to mention, I would really appreciate it if you guys would like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below if this resonated, and let me know if you are a creative, what you love to create. Right, so thanks so much for hanging out with me, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, pile number twos. Welcome to your reading. If this is your pile, you guys chose the mini dark moonstone heart. Ooh, I think there was a little fleck I just saw. I can't find it, but I do love her. She's so cute. Oh, I left that from pile 3, which I filmed before. I'm not gonna be honest. But you know, you don't always have to go in order. Sometimes it's good to switch things up. Maybe you guys are unconventional too. I heard some of you may look like really cute on the outside, or you may be on the shorter side, so people like underestimate you. But I feel like you're like, yeah, I feel like you can be very like, I don't know, you pack a punch. I feel like people don't expect that from you for whatever reason, right? Whether it's just energetically wise or, you know, based off of your appearance. But let's get into it. Oh, before we actually get into it, 2 housekeeping things. One, for those of you who follow the schedule, may be wondering, why is she not doing a Valentine's Day themed reading right now? And I will tell you, it is because I realized that I had that Valentine's Day theme coming before the month reading, but I always like to start the month, so that's one reason why I'm doing it. And I also just kind of felt like I wasn't really feeling called to do the Valentine's Day reading anymore as like a full reading, but I did do it as a short. So yeah, if you want to know what your Valentine's Day is gonna look like this year, feel free to go ahead and scroll through my shorts on my channel, and it shall be there. Alrighty, it should have come out the day before this video goes up, so I guess if you're watching this on February 2nd, it came out yesterday. All right, and secondly, I'm gonna be doing this reading a little bit differently from how I usually do in monthly readings. We're still gonna look at your romance, career, as well as your like spirit messages, but we're also gonna be looking at your current energies as well as your future energies, which is the energies at the end of the month. And just, oh my gosh, no, I did do that for pile 3. Okay, I got worried. Don't mind me. Sometimes I forget, but anyway. And then we're gonna be looking at an event that happens in the month that Spirit wants you to keep an eye out for, right? So Spirit, what is the overall vibe for? Ooh, oh my gosh, there's so many came out. So I can't take all that, but I am gonna take the levers. Oh my gosh. so happy. So yeah, you could love this vibe as your home. Everyone is coming into union this February. Like, not just like a lot of people, pile 1 and pile 3 coming into union with themselves. And I think you may be too, but you may also be coming to union with someone. Winky winky. Okay, anyway, let's see. Let's see, spirit. Where's pile 2's current energy, please? Where's pile 2's current energy? Alrighty. We have the 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. As well as the 8 of Swords. And what are their future energies? Oh my god. Can we shuffle? Okay. I have the 10 of Cups in reverse. I'm going to call for the future energy, please, spirit. Ooh, my god, and the Ace of Cups. Oh, okay, that's a juxtaposition. Bottom of the deck energy, we have the 6 of Swords in the reverse. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. I think you can see everything. I hope you can. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna take a sip of water as I digest the energy that is in the room tonight. Okay. Whew. So, I feel like you are coming into yourself, but I think you're also meeting some. I think a lot's happening. I think you're feeling a little confuddled right now, a little like scattered. I think you're working towards something really hard, but there's like this block. You're like, oh my, like you want to work towards this thing, and you're trying your hardest to get the job done, but it's like these limiting beliefs, this negative self-talk is just getting in the way of your productivity, and you feel like you're never gonna get to where you're gonna go, or where you are gonna get there, but you feel like you're never gonna get to where you want to go, and you're feeling stuck. Yeah, you're feeling quite stuck. It could be between a rock and a hard place, actually, with that Lovers card, because it can also represent a choice. I feel like you're at a crossroads right now. You have to make a choice of whether you're going to go or whether you're not going to go. And that could be physically, or it could be in a relationship, because I feel like with the 10 of Cups in reverse and the Ace of Cups upright, things could be looking a little spicy in the love department. I'm not gonna lie. It could be, you may have 2 options. You may be in a relationship right now. Some of you may be in a relationship right now, but then you have a new love interest coming in that is making you waver, possibly. That message is for some of you, not everyone. It could be that you also don't think you deserve a 10 of Cups. As Ace of Cups is being presented to you, and that could be like self-love wise, Lovers and Ace of Cups don't always just have to talk about like unions with other people. It could be talking about unions with ourselves. So it could be that you are on the path to success, but you kind of feel yourself self-sabotaging. You feel those limiting beliefs, that fear of success, that fear of failure, kind of coming into play. I heard fear of rejection as well, that are kind of like sabotaging the future you're trying to create for yourself. It could be you now. I feel like because the Lovers is in the middle, it's like current you with future you trying to create this happiness, but it's like there's this block, and it's an internal block, and that it it's in your head, but it's so difficult to get over. And I feel like for months of February you're gonna kind of feel stuck, and I think Yeah, I feel like you're struggling a lot with, I think you're working towards it and you are being consistent, but not, it's like, it's not up to your standards. And it feels really, really, it's like you're pulling a leg trying to like get this job done. And even though you're getting it done, it's like harder than it normally is. So this Ace of Cups could be an offer. And it doesn't have to be an offer from like a love offer. It could be like an offer of just like what it is you've been dreaming of. And you see your dreams like just displayed out for you. Like you like, oh my God, it's happening. This is the first step. And like you're like kind of getting swept away with exactly where it could take you. And you know it's possible. But then you're afraid, you feel afraid that of taking this cup and you worry that you're gonna drop this ball. So I feel like you're working towards it. You get offered it by the end of the month, but you're still in this stuck area. You're still afraid of taking that leap, of having faith in yourself to not drop the ball. Not, you know, and I feel like you're just self-sabotaging. I feel like there's this what's the opposite of growth mindset? I don't want to say stuck mindset, but I feel like you're trying to adopt a growth mindset. And it's an uphill, it's a learning journey. And it's not a linear path, you know, it's like it's got ups and downs. Some days are better than others. But yeah, and whether it's a love offer or something else, it's like you're just afraid to take it because I feel like there's this deep lack of self-trust of whether you can handle it, whether you're gonna drop the ball, or even trust that it'll really. No, I think you know it will lead to where you want it to go, but I feel like there's just this feeling of unworthiness to take it, to have it, and that this tower you've been building is like not stable. It's just like a Jenga tower, and so any like one piece knocked out is just gonna cause everything to crumble and ruin this lover's paradise you have. Yeah, but I think it's there. Like I think, and if someone were to look at the external, they're like, oh my God, everything is happening just as you want. Like everything is coming together, and you're having all this internal turmoil. It's like on the outside, it's that meme of the Nicki Minaj, the Nicki Minaj meme that's like, I'm spinning like a ballerina in to the outside world, to outsiders, but internally your monologue is like the like that Nicki Minaj like stressed out meme, that stressed out sound. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, please look it up, or else I'm just gonna look very silly. So yeah. Okay. I think we're gonna get more info as we look deeper into the romance and the career for your February. But first, let's see. Should I? Yeah, no. Let's see what event Spirit wants you to keep an eye out for in the month of February. Spirit, what event do you want Pile Q to keep an eye out for in the month of February? Oh, the 10 of Cups. So you are getting an opportunity. Your 10 of Cups is coming in. Your manifestations are coming in. It's all building, and they want you to let it build. Maybe you don't have, like, as if it's building, you don't really have to try that hard. So like don't touch it. Like don't just let it accumulate on its own. It's compounding. It's like the blessings are rolling in. Just what you have to focus on right now is being in that energy of receiving. Okay, because you've done the work, you've laid the groundwork, and now things are rolling through. Let them roll through. Don't touch them. Let it roll through. Get used to receiving. Get used to, you know, accepting that this new reality is coming in. Okay? Yeah, like just get used to this new reality coming in. Let yourself adjust to it before you take any action. Because you know, if you were doing a self-sabotage, you know, just don't even give yourself the opportunity to. Okay. Oh my gosh, that's way too many cards. Again, new opportunity though, with the Fool card coming out here. New opportunity. And a new opportunity could be, I just have the Six of Cups flash before me, so a new opportunity could be coming from someone you know from the past. Alrighty. We have the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, you are going to find balance eventually. So but you just have to let yourself kind of get used to things. Just kind of allow yourself to adjust, allow the learning curve. And you don't have to do a lot in that period of like things just like rolling in, okay? So just practice resting, practice accepting, and you know, you're gonna be okay. You are gonna be okay. Nine of Cups again is giving me offer. So yeah, what you want to come in is coming in with this, and you know, romance could be very much on the table for you. So with that said, but get your head out of the ground, okay? Get your head out of the ground because you're too afraid to look at things. Look at what's happening. Look at the bulls, and don't get so stuck like in like doomsday world and worries and everything, because I think this is giving Eight of Swords energy too, like this picture right here. So look at the bigger, you know, just remind yourself, okay? So like practice, like you could do it as like a gratitude journal. I am grateful for X, Y, and Z. So you can kind of look down and see, okay, things are working in my favor. You know, I am doing okay, obviously, because things are, what I want to happen is happening. My good karma is coming in, right? Like I can handle it. I am worthy. I am valuable. Write down those affirmations too. Or you could just also just see, like, literally, like, also just write a diary of, like, this is what happened today, right? You make it bullet points, like, XYZ happened today, and then you can look at it and you're like, okay, yeah, things are happening. Things are happening outside of my, you know, doomsday, like, stressed out, worried, you know, realm, you know, like, my intrusive thoughts, my racing thoughts, my, you know, just my circle of worry, right? My tornado of fear, okay? But you can balance things, and you are stronger and more capable than you think you are, okay? And it's time that you see that. So open your eyes is what Spirit wants you to say. This opportunity is going to open your eyes when it is offered to you. So keep them open, okay? And allow it, receive it, say yes. And just give yourself that time to celebrate and sit with it and be with it and be happy and joyful for a second. Okay, you can worry later, you can worry tomorrow. But when that comes in, right, just allow yourself to feel that gratitude and that joy and like that pride and like feeling proud of yourself because you did that, okay? You did that. All right. Alrighty. Actually, I'm feeling I was going to use a different deck for the romance, but I am feeling called to use this deck as well. So I think I'm going to do an oracle card and tarot card for you, Pisces. You guys are special. Okay, so we have romance. Oh my gosh, that was whirling around. So we shall see what that's about. Okay, career. Oh my god. You guys are just all over the place. Okay. And then what do I do? Yeah. Oh my god, Eight of Swords. Y'all, you will be okay. Calm down. Calm down. All right. And I feel like I know I'm starting to sound a little stern, but I feel like that's just Spirit coming out. Like, you got this. You're fine. Right? I feel like they're trying to give you a pep talk before you go out on stage or something like that. All right, so this is your career, the Emperor. Look at that. The Emperor. And the Wheel of Fortune in reverse for love. Okay. And then let's pull some oracles. So, what is in store for Power Tuesday? Love life for the month of February, please, Spirit, in 2024. What is in store for Power Tuesday career in the month of February 2024, please, Spirit? Ooh, I want to take this one too. Okay. We have dark moon introspection for love life. Can you see that? I don't know if I'm angling this well. Okay, oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, for this we have cycle, honor your phases. And we have inner warrior, trust that you have power. Okay, this self-explanatory, but is even more. It is even. I'm gonna put this back in the deck energy away because we already know what that's about. We know what that's about. We've talked about it, so we're gonna focus on the new cards. Can you see? Can you see what I see? I'm just, look at me, you perfectionists. I know you're perfectionists because I'm over here trying to get the best. I don't even know if you can see everything. Maybe, hopefully, I hope you can. Okay. Let me get some more water as I digest once again the energy in the room. Okay. Okay. So, to be honest, I keep it quite honest on this channel. When it comes to your love life, you may be feeling a little unlucky. But I think you're okay. I think you feel, I feel like you, I feel like some of you may actually just kind of identify as being unlucky in love, and not unlucky like in terms of like you just had a lot of like unsavory past relationships. It's maybe you might have, but I think you just have been single for a long time and you don't see that changing anytime soon, and you just kind of settled into it. You've either neutral about it or you're happy about it. You're just like, it is what it is. Like I'm the single friend, okay? And so I don't see, I think the real, okay, no, we did talk about love earlier. We did have that Ace of Cups. And that Knight of Pentacles, we did have a lot of that. So I think there is a chance. There is a chance that love is coming in. But your eyes are closed to it. And I don't think you necessarily need to open it up to it now. I think you guys are still like working on your own stuff. You're still working through your own, again, I mean, we have that Eight of Swords popping up again. Like, I think you have a lot on your plate right now that you're worried about. Underneath that, we have this Page of Wands. I'm sorry, I'm not laughing at you guys. I'm laughing at the picture and just Spirit's way of communicating things, okay? But this Page of Wands is giving me, like, if someone were to give you a love offer now, like right off the bat, you would kind of look at them like this cat is like crazy. Like, what in the world are you doing? Like, I don't have time. I don't have time for that right now. Like, I don't have time to like give myself my time to somebody else, even though like, yeah, that sounds nice and everything, but now it's just not the time. Even if this person is offering me this, and I have so many other things that I'm trying to build. Like, I don't, like, go away. I'm focusing on other things right now. This is, of all the times you could have come in, this is the time you decide to. This is not, I can't, like, I feel like you're just like, get stressed and you shoo them out the door type of thing, okay? So, I feel like when it comes to, like, love, you're very, like, okay being single, and you're in this routine, and I just don't think you feel like you have any space to make room for another person right now, okay? And so you're closed off from love, and you're working on kind of opening yourself up to receiving the blessings that you're trying to receive. But you know, the universe is funny and things like that, and you know, sometimes when you're receiving other things, they throw in like a bonus surprise in there as well. And so I don't think you're going to be entering a relationship in the month of February, but I do think with all the other messages we saw earlier, it is possible that you meet someone who you don't, like, you guys don't date immediately, but it could slowly blossom into something romantic with this Wheel of Fortune. So right now it feels like bad timing. Like, you know, it's just not the time. You're not in the space or frame of mind, and they may not be in the space or frame of mind as well. But this wheel, it's always turning, so it could very easily turn right back up and again into an offer of love eventually. And so you may just take things very slow with this person. You may start off as friends, as merely co-workers, as like just, you know, someone that you casually sometimes see, you bump into each other at the cafe, whatever. And then over time, as you get to know each other more, then, you know, things start blossoming. It could be also that you are so focused on your own stuff right now, internally and externally, that you're just like, this person is offering you a cup. You have a water bowl, like right here, right below here, right? They are offering you something. Like, not like they're ready to offer you something, but they've not like told you, because they see you looking kind of like, they just know it's not a good time. Like, you feel distressed about something. You guys should be also planning something very, very big. I'm feeling like maybe for your company, you may be working on a big project, maybe something with your family. Like, maybe, you know, your sibling is, you know, getting married and you're like the bridesmaid, or the, you know, the best man, you know, something like that. Or you're just like, there's a lot going on, and they know, like, I'm not gonna spring this on pile 2 right now. But they could be more serious about you than you had thought previously. And so I think someone has a cup of love waiting for you. They just haven't made it known to you yet. And you still need time to kind of heal a lot of wounds, potentially around love, but also just, you know, like, you feel you need to do a lot of healing internally to get to a space where you can even kind of think about love. And then when I say healing, it doesn't have to be just love wounds. It could be many of these other limiting beliefs you have too, also surrounding unworthiness. Because if you don't feel like you're worthy for, you know, like your dream job or your dream house, or, you know, dream trip, then it's likely that you're not going to feel worthy for your dream partner, your dream relationship. So I think you're just working through that, and slowly in this cycle, this period that you're in right now of like finally receiving these blessings, of realizing that you are worthy, maybe the cycle where you start realizing, okay, I might, you know, kind of start considering. So by the end of February or early March, I'm seeing also Wheel of Fortune. I believe that is Pisces. I think that is Pisces energy. I believe this person may actually offer you a cup of love. Okay. Anyway, moving into the career. So again, we have cycles, honor your phase, inner warrior, trust that you have power. I feel like this is you. Kind of like, also you like are a warrior in your workplace. Like, you're just working all the time. You could have a high position with the Emperor. You could be getting a promotion very soon with the Emperor. You're kind of taking control. Yeah. And I think I think you're happy with the promotion. You're like, oh yes, more money. But I think it also is, again, requiring more work. This could be an offer as well. You're getting the offer to, you know, move up in your career. Some of you could also be starting a business where you are self-employed. And you're just going through, phases. And you realize like a cycle has closed in your career. A lot of cycles for you guys. But a cycle has closed for you in your career, and a new door is opening, and it feels like this is what you want to happen. But again, it's just like there's a lot to responsibility to take on with this Emperor here, and you're worried about whether or not you can handle it. But Spirit is saying you can handle it, because you have this inner warrior telling you to trust your own power, and you realize that actually I am really capable and I'm handling this pretty well. I was worried, but like I am kind of badass, and that's kind of cool. Like, look at me go. I just feel like you kind of start to feel yourself a little bit more in your career, because you're like, wait, I was so worried I wouldn't be able to handle it, but I can, right? I'm going to actually look at what cycles. I'm being called to look at that in the book. All right, so let's have 3. Like the moon, we go through phases. You are not the same every day, and you should not be. The illustration places attention to the red inner moons because as females, we are instinctively familiar with the natural flow of things. Oh my gosh, okay. Seek guidance in how moon energies change throughout the cycle, and pay attention to the same guidance from the inside, your body cycles and energy level. How do those cycles correlate with each other in your life? How does the moon stay whole no matter what phase it is in? Do not be stuck on one self-image. You are a wonderful multi-dimensional being, and you are one with Mother Nature. Move with the flow of life, of the moon, of your inner moon. Focus on natural rhythms of life rather than a perfectly logical, stable schedule. Mindful living and time management. If you feel calm and silent, spend time with yourself and recharge your energy. If you feel high on life and super enthusiastic, go take action, conquer mountains, honor your emotional and energetic levels. So I feel like that says pretty much like everything. But I think I want to add, for those of you who with female anatomy, you it may be a good idea for you to cycle sync, because I feel like you may be at a point of your life where you are kind of, where work is kind of taking over your entire life, more so than you may be realizing. And I think Spirit is saying it's kind of time to expand, your life scope right now, if that makes sense. Like expand, like, give more time to your hobbies, to your loved ones, things that expand little by little. Okay, Zoe. Okay, expand little by little, so that eventually you can have a well-rounded life that doesn't feel like it's like so heavy in one area. And when you do that, then you will be able to accept this cup of love, because you can see where you can make space for it, or you've already made previous space because you've been expanding life. And I feel like it's like a circle. So if, like, say this is like life right now and it's so dominated by like career, then like you expand it to include, like, I don't know, like your hobbies, and then because you've expanded your hobbies, then you're in this area of also expanded, like, hanging out with friends and family and things like that. And so, like, as you expand more space in each area, whether or not you're spending time in those areas, making time in those, like, okay, whether or not you're intentionally making time for those other areas, because it's like this circle, it's like there's like a gap there, there's space there. So now that, like, you've expanded your circle from this to this, I don't know if you can see what I'm doing, then like you have this like space over here for your love life, but there's nothing occupying that right now. So then this cup of love, this offer from this person can come in and like potentially fulfill that space. I hope that made sense. But I'm also seeing you could benefit from cycle syncing if you've been feeling a lot of burnout recently, because you feel like you have to be hustling 24/7. And so, there's for people who with female anatomy, and who also aren't like taking birth control or things like that, our cycles, there's points in our cycles where we feel more energetic, and points where we feel, like we want to conserve more energy and things like that. And so the idea, this is a very, very watered down explanation for time's sake, but because with the idea that the idea is basically is, if you have a lot of work to do, try to do as much work as you can when you're feeling that energetic, when you're feeling your most energetic phase, and allow yourself to rest in those lower energy stages, so that you feel more balanced and like at ease and flowy as a result. Okay, yeah, I think that's the message that Spirit wanted to get out to those of you who needed to hear it. I should say hormonal birth control. Yeah. Okay. Not to, when I say hormonal birth control, I feel like because when you take hormonal birth control, it affects the cycle. So those of us who are not on hormonal birth control may want to look into cycle syncing. Yes. Alrighty, let's move into the last phase of your reading, pile twos. The last phase. Oh my gosh. I need to really work on my throat chakra. Because by the time I get to the last pile to film, my throat is like dry. Or maybe I should listen to my own advice and stop trying to film them all in one go and have cycles. Take a break. Okay, so we're gonna get some last spirit messages from Spirit and any advice that they want to give you. Anything about your spiritual journey in the month of February, or just, things that they want you to hear. Okay. Let's go, Spirit. Let's go. And just a disclaimer, this is the Rebel Oracle deck, which is notorious for its spicy wording. It can come out as very strong, tough love. So you have been warned. It is not me. It is the cards. I'm just the messenger. Okay, but I felt they wanted to come out today. So who am I to say no? Alright, so Spirit. Any last messages, any last advice that you want to give our pile twos? Yeah, so I want both of these. That's a lot. That's I'm gonna take this one. Okay. Yeah. I think you guys are tired. I think you were tired. I felt a wave of tiredness hit me. Okay. So you are giving too many F's, alright? Give 0. That's what they want you to know. Because, yes, I think you guys are carrying too much. You're too much in your heads. And some of your situations could be, have a lot of pressure naturally. Be serious. I don't want to undermine that. But I think you also need to prioritize yourself. So at some point, you need to just be like, I heard someone say, it's okay to give 95%. Because we can't give 100% 100% of the time, because there'd be nothing left of us. There'd be nothing left. All right. So then we have get the F outside, move your ass. Your body is pissed at you. So for those of you who may have desk jobs, remember to take breaks and sit up, walk around, move around, okay? Get moving, and remember to ground yourself in the physical. If you feel like you're getting in your head too much, bring yourself back, because that may help calm you down. So any grounding activities, literally going outside, walking, touching the grass with your feet, or taking a deep breath, smelling a nice candle, feeding yourself, drinking a cup of tea, something, drinking water, staying hydrated, just things that will bring you back to your physical body, help you take care of your physical body, give you a brain break, things like that. Because you can't, again, you cannot be in the, I know things are all over the place right now, and you may feel like there's just a lot of chaotic energy and you don't know what to do with it, but it's in your best interest to kind of allow yourself to create space in your life for yourself as well, where you can just breathe, because we can't hold our breath forever, okay? And we can't live underwater. We are not fish, okay? So don't try to force yourself to live like a fish, all right? So yeah, we have rebel, because F it, all right? I feel like it's just if you feel like your company is working you to the bone, then you need to kind of let them know, hey, after 9 to 5, I'm off the clock. Sorry, because you just, again, I'm just saying, you need to prioritize yourself before you run yourself into the ground and take care of your health. I'm hearing that for some of you, your loved ones are worried because they see you working so hard and like you're not eating as much, you're not sleeping as much, and they want you to, our bodies aren't machines. So it's important that we take care of them so that we can continue to go that extra mile, right? You know, taking a rest and like every 10 minutes is actually probably more efficient than like sprinting for 10 hours and then being knocked out for the next 24 hours, you know? So, you know, remember, slow and steady wins the race. Take a deep breath. And if you're, you know, you really can't, like your job, like this, whatever situation you're in is really calling so much of your attention that you can't really create, like, give yourself an hour or two a day. Just remember, okay, take those breaks. You know, silently rebel by taking a 5-minute break every hour or 2 hours to like walk to get yourself some water. All right. So then we have they broke your heart. Oh, F them. Yeah. So some of you may be healing from a broken heart, and this doesn't have to be romantic. It could be like, again, related to your career. So some of you may have like a slightly mean boss. And that's maybe why this rebel is coming out too. Because if they're not going to treat you with respect, then you don't have to give, you may, okay, if they're your boss, you may have to respect them, but you don't have to be the most respectful in the workplace. I'll just say that, all right? Okay. So yeah, I believe that is all that I have for you, Pile Twos. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope you enjoyed. Hello, Pile 3. If this is your reading, you guys chose this green heart. Alrighty, I'm gonna go ahead and put this over here. I do want to say before I get into this, 2 things actually. So I know that some of you who keep up with Beast's schedule may be wondering why is this not Valentine's Day reading? I forgot to put this in the intro, so again, apologies. But I realized, I don't know, I just felt like a full-length reading for Valentine's Day was in the move, especially since like some people's Valentine's Day may just be very, very chill, which nothing wrong with that, but I thought I was feeling more called to kind of pull for other things. So I did do a Valentine's Day reading for shorts, which should be coming out soon. If not, no, it came out yesterday, but well, it will have already come out by the time this video goes up, okay? Yeah, and also I just realized that I always want for the first reading of the month, it should probably be what's gonna go down in the month. So yeah, now speaking of the month reading, we are going to be doing this month reading a little bit differently. We're still going to have the romance, career, and spirit messages, but I want to pull, in addition to the general reading or general vibe, your current energies as well as your future energies, and maybe like just one event that spirit wants you guys to, you know, keep in mind, to keep a lookout for in the month of February. All right, so I'm gonna stop yapping and get to it. All right. Ooh, some of y'all like will be talking a lot. I feel like some people may be actually presenting or going to a conference the month of February. Because my jaw is suddenly like hurting. Like I feel like I've been talking so much. And maybe because I did talk quite a lot for pile 1. Especially, and you guys may have felt called to look at pile 1 as well. So there may be some messages in there for you too. It's because I kept thinking of pile 2 and pile 1, and I'm thinking of pile 1 and pile 2. Well, no, it's pile 3. It's pile. Okay, maybe everyone should go check out pile 1. Anyway, okay, whatever. I'm gonna be quiet now. Okay, so this is your general vibe. A 4 of Swords, yes, rest and relaxation, friends. Rest and relaxation. Alrighty, so what is the current energies of our pile 3s? Okay, just act like you didn't pop out there. That's a lot, Spirit. We do have one that's overturned in here. All right, so we have the moon. I don't think I'm not gonna take reversals for this deck today. No. Alrighty, do I want these? Fine. Yeah, fine, I'll take them. Alright. So then we have the Three of Cups. And we have the Eight of Cups. Oh, interesting. I feel like I just got like a whole dang story. Okay. Now let's look at the future energies, please, Spirit. Which I'm taking to be like the end of February. What is the future energy for our pile threes? What is the future energy for our pile threes? Ooh. Okay. Bottom of the deck energy, we have the Eight of Pentacles. Okay. Alright, yeah. You guys may be storytellers. That's just coming out for some of you, because I feel like things are just like really like, or just really good like speakers. Like I feel like the cards are being very, they're talking a lot, but things, the story is clear to me. The story is clear. So we have the Four of Wands and the Eight of Wands. Yeah, okay. Alrighty, some of you may be going off to college soon or going back to school, because I feel like this is interesting. So I feel like you may be telling yourself like, oh, I'm not really doing that much. I'm not doing that much. Like, you know, not much is happening or whatever. Nothing's really been going on. Like, my life is my life. Like, same old, same old. And maybe some things happen there, but I feel like you just really underplay or undermine what you're doing. And like, if you feel stressed, you're like, why am I stressed? Like, nothing is happening. But look at these cards. Look at these cards, and you tell me that nothing is happening. Because with the current energy, I feel like you guys may have found out something recently. It doesn't have to be bad. It could literally be like an offer letter or an award letter. You may have gotten a new job, or again, I'm hearing you guys may have gotten an acceptance into school. And so or acceptance into some type of program, like last minute, and now you're like kind of going away. And you're having to leave behind friends and families. I'm hearing you are having like your last hurrah with like people from home, and you're having to leave them behind and go on this new adventure. Especially we have this witch here, like literally flying. And it's like you're entering a new stage of your life, because we have this little kitty here, but in the pond, she's a cougar. You're going from house cat to cougar. And it's like really sentimental and like joyous, but also sad, because you're leaving behind like home. And maybe this is why you're wanting to like really rest. Like I feel like you're not going just yet. That's pretty much like what you're kind of like, maybe at the end of February is when you're going to be going off. You could be traveling, going off somewhere new in general, like last minute, or maybe you just feel like you have to leave. Like you really love your friends and family, but maybe there's some other external circumstances that are making you leave, and you have to go someplace at the end of February on a new adventure, because you're just feeling called to go and leave. Like you have to leave for yourself, for your betterment. I'm just feeling for some of you, maybe there's like a relationship that just kind of fell through, could be romantic, and you're like, I need to get out. Like I need to stay. Like you realize maybe that relationship was toxic with the moon. It doesn't have to be, but it ended, and you're not that mad about it. Like I feel like what you find out kind of like killed any sadness you may have had around it, or you just feel neutral. But you're like, I can't stay here. I gotta get out. Like your healing is like going out and exploring and seeing new things, but you're not leaving just yet. So you just want to enjoy life. You don't want things to be fussy. You don't want like the hustle. You just want to have fun and enjoy and savor your time with, you know, that you have left with your loved ones. Okay, and yeah. And so then with their future energy, I'm seeing that there's a lot of celebration. Like when you get here, again, it's giving college energy. Like I feel like this is like on a college campus. Like you're, you know, could be freshman year, or just, you know, first year of grad school, and you just feel so like wide-eyed with wonder, new environment, new adventures, new people, new fun, and like just so much fun. Some of you could be studying abroad, actually. That could be happening. Yeah. And it's like, it is really, really fun. But again, it is like a little bit overwhelming. And so you're going to have to work really hard. And it feels like things are just happening so fast, like coming at you like one after the other. And it's not bad. It's just a lot of things to take in, right? Along with like the good and the bad, or, you know, even homesickness. And just like, and then having to really work really hard on top of that. So I feel like, yeah, you could be going out of the country for work or for school, or just leaving your home for something that requires that you're going to be working. It's going to require work, and it's going to be, and this can include like so many things: your studies, setting up your new place, your house, you know, learning new customs. Some of you may even have to, like, you know, really, really work hard at a new language or something that's just not your native language. And it's just a lot to take in, and it's so exciting. It's so overwhelming at the same time. I think it's just, everything is just feeling bittersweet, and all you want to do is nap and rest and like just get to the, like, you are at the good part. Oh my god, why can't I pick this up? You are at the good part, but you're like, you want the good part without the stress, right? Without the hecticness, without the chaotic energy, without the rushed energy. I feel like you're someone who usually like is used to kind of slow paced things, or just you had gotten into a routine back home and you were used to things, you were in your comfort zone, and now you're not, and you just like want to get to the part where things feel natural and you don't have to think so hard and work so hard, and you've got your routine again and you've just settled and things are stable. All right. Ooh, yeah. But it's so exciting. Like, it's so exciting at the same time. Like, I'm very excited for you guys. I can't wait to see what happens. All right. So yeah, okay. Now we're gonna see if there's an event, specific event that you should keep in mind. How do I want to organize these cards? Yeah, let's do it like this. Let's do it like this. Can y'all see that? I'm gonna lower it a little bit. Okay. Ooh. Three of the World. Yes. Travel. Thank you for traveling. That's period. Going on vacation, maybe some of you. And you're just letting, you know, seeing where life takes you, you know, letting the wind sweep you away, but at the same time, sometimes it feels like you get this offer. I feel like some of you who are getting an offer, you get this offer, you take it, you have your last hurrah for your friends, you're going on for like, I'm letting the wind take me. It's gonna be so fun. I'm gonna have my study abroad, like, you know, movie era where I fall in love with some like beautiful person abroad who has a great, amazing accent or whatever, just you know, amazing spring fling. And then it's like, oh wait, I actually have to work. I forgot. I'm coming here for a job. I'm coming here for studies. And yeah, there's so much fun, but wait, I actually have to put in work now. I actually have to learn a language and communicate with people. I actually have to like buy groceries or sit at my home, you know, like it's just like so many things that like now you're like, oh wait, but it's like fun. Again, it's still, I just can't emphasize it's still fun. But then, you know, it's just life at the same time. Like life comes in a multitude of flavors all at once. All right. One more card, please, Spirit. More on this event. Oh, the Two of Cups. Oh no, Ten of Cups. Yeah, I feel like you are gonna get that community, and you're gonna feel, yeah, really connected. The King of Wands came out for pile 1 too, but I feel like you guys, it's, so there could be, yeah, I feel like there is romance involved. Maybe you guys are going away to marry someone. Or maybe you meet this person abroad. You could meet them in a social setting with the Ten of Cups here. You go abroad and you just meet this person when hanging out with new friends, or, you know, there's like a get together. Like I'm thinking like orientation, student orientation, something like that. New employee orientation. It could be your boss. The way this man is, like he looks like he's teaching. I hope he's not a teacher. And I had nothing else to say. I don't want to say anything else on that. But yeah, this person could just be maybe like you know, in a slightly higher position than you with wherever you're going. Or just be like really well off, or there's someone who is, you know, established in this new place you're going to, and so they may really just really help you kind of get your groundings and kind of, you know, figure things out. They may translate for you, they may teach you the customs, they're just, you know, they'll show you the reins, and it could blossom into something more, and that'll be really, really cute. I'm hearing Italy. I'm just seeing this little place right here that's Italy-esque. It's not a boot, but, you know, vibes. And so some of you may be going to Italy or just Europe in general. Some may be going to the mountains as well. This person could be a fire sign or have water in their chart as well. And especially Pisces with the World card here. Oh my God, I'm heating up. I'm heating up all of a sudden. Oh my gosh. Passion. That's what I'm putting. Oh my gosh. Lots of passion. Lots of passion. Lots of passion. Okay, guys. All right. Yeah, you guys are going to meet in some type of social gathering, whether it's associated with the program you're going this trip with. But as soon as you meet, it's like sparks are going to fly. I don't know if anything will happen the first time you meet, but sparks will fly. And like you get to know each other by this person kind of like showing you the ropes and teaching you the law of this new land, if you will. Oh my gosh. Yeah, okay. I'm like fanning myself because it's just a wave of heat just hit me. So you guys have fun. I'll have fun over there. That's gonna be exciting. Oh yeah, I feel like I'm gonna pull some romance cards now, even though I feel like we already got the romance portion of this reading. Shuffle. Okay. Stick with me now. The cards I'm going to use for the romance section are the Rebel deck, who is notorious for their harsh wording, you know, but it's all in love and good fun. I don't really know how this is going to work for the romance portion, and maybe that, I think, because we already got that you are going to be meeting someone very soon, and even if you guys aren't traveling, it's like some new environment. Maybe you go travel to the next city over to hang out with a friend, go to a party with a friend or something like that, and then you meet someone there. Or it could just be like if you aren't traveling but you're switching jobs or studying at a new school, it could be someone there. Something like that. And so I think these Rebel cards, Spirit wants to give you some advice, things to keep in mind for, you know, this new possible romance coming into your life, right? It says, ooh, okay. Okay, so we have make better effing choices. If you're pissed at where you are, then stop taking yourself there. Okay, that's interesting. Tell me more, Spirit. Tell me more. Oh, we had a love card coming up. But I did show up in reverse. I don't take reversals usually for this deck. But it's something to keep in mind. So you have love. Get some, give some. It will cheer your ass up. Okay, so with that, I'm now seeing that, okay, that this person is immediately a red flag. Let's see. We have that project, that person, that idea is waiting. Oh. Get after that ish. The world has your back. Okay, what I'm actually hearing is that, first of all, even though this thing is waiting, you know, it says this idea is waiting. So that's saying if you're hesitating about taking this offer or going to this new place for whatever reason, so you're saying go for it. Just go, because you're gonna, yeah, the world has your back. It's, you know, the card says it all. But I'm seeing that when you meet this person, don't immediately rush into it. Like, take things slow. You're gonna want to rush maybe, but some of you may also just want to take it slow, because I'm also hearing that to make better effing choices, some of you may not have had the best experiences in love. You may have been harmed by others emotionally, so you may have a lot of scars. And I feel like some of you may just want to take it slow because of that, which is perfectly a-okay. But do kind of like, don't close yourself off completely. Do like allow yourself to get to know this person at least. For others of you, you may have rushed into a lot of relationships in the past, and they may have not been the best people, or they may have just not treated you right. And so I think this person coming in is very different from those other people, and so Spirit is kind of telling you to, if you're with someone now who is not making you happy, okay, this is not for everyone, all right? So take it as it resonates. But you may have just gotten out of a relationship with someone who was not right for you, and you know that. Or you may now be in some type of situationship where it is not fulfilling and it feels like you're being strung along, or you have an ex that is still lingering in your life, and so you're saying you need to cut that off now because this person coming in is going to be different, and you want to be able to open yourself up for them, right? Emotionally, okay, guys, first emotionally, all right. Yeah, and I just feel like, yeah, if you're not happy with who you're with, then leave them. And just make sure, like, even if you know in your heart that, oh, this is my person, you know, this is the person who's I'm like meant to get to know, who's meant to be in my life right now, don't rush into it, because Spirit wants you to practice really vetting someone, really getting to know them to make sure that they're a good fit for you, that they're going to treat you right, and then treat you with respect. And so there's just this practice of, you know, taking your time and not rushing in because you just want love and because you don't want to be alone. Be okay with being alone, linger in the singleness, and just let yourself kind of slowly get to know someone in the process. And you don't have to lock it down immediately. I think that's what they mean by make better choices. Because I feel like they want you to have, if this does blossom into like, I would say a full-time relationship, or a full-on relationship, they wanted to have a good foundation. And so if you take it slow, at least in this case, then that foundation is just going to be stronger and stronger because you really feel confident going into this relationship, knowing, having healed from your past. So that's heal from your past. Try to heal as much as you can. And yeah, I feel like you know this person's treating you right, and you know that you really like this person for this person and not just for the physical attraction, for the chemistry that you have with them, all right? And so then we have, yeah, so guys, don't be impulsive. Don't be impulsive. Whatever you're thinking about, don't do it. This person may also be very slow moving. So and I know we got the King of Wands with him, which is ironic, but he was giving me a little bit of like King of Pentacles energy with the map and everything for some reason. So I feel like he does have a lot of passion, but he doesn't give that passion to just like anyone he meets at first. So you don't want to and this is not like just play hard to get, or you know, like count how many seconds have passed since, you know, you can now text them or whatever. It's none of those mind games. It's just like this person moves slow, and they may be put off if you're trying to rush them into something or rush into things, because they feel like they really want to get to know you, and they want to feel like you really want to get to know them. Okay, so this is like kind of approach things differently. Again, take your time. It's okay to take your time and savor everything. Remember that Four of Swords, like savor everything. Oh, what's the back? We have now is not the effing time. So when you first meet this person, and you may want to jump their bones immediately, but you may be like with colleagues or at school, so you know, keep it in, keep it in. Okay, now they're just being mean. And yeah, okay, this could just be healing. Okay, some of you guys may like to party, and there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, but I feel like this new experience may be forcing you to be a little bit more serious. And not, you're not letting go of your fun, but it is forcing you to kind of like get more organized and kind of like feel like you're on top of things, and you're not kind of just flying by the seat of your pants. And so you learning how to balance fun, but with also structure, and you're realizing that when you have some structures in place, then you're able to have actually more freedom, because you're not like worried about what's going to happen next, or that you're going to be staying next, or your next, how you're going to pay your next bill or thing like that, right? Like you actually, when you have structure, you see exactly where you're able to be spontaneous, which doesn't sound very spontaneous, but you are able to be more spontaneous with a light heart, because you have structures in place that are going to catch you in other areas that, since they're also in place, you don't really have to think about them anymore. So you can spend your time thinking about more fun things, right? And it takes you a lot. It takes a lot less time to do the like grown-up stuff and whatever, right? So I feel like this person coming in could be like quite mature, and so they want they may like, their influence may be, helping you oh my gosh, I'm trying to spirit could be a little bit harsh again. I'm just the messenger. Don't shoot me, but it could be like having you, I feel like you are maturing in a way, but it's more like you're just adulting. So some of you may be like, especially if you're like early 20s, it could be you're like entering adulthood, starting to live on your own, getting your first job, getting your first place, and it's just a lot at once, and you're kind of like learning the ropes of everything. And it's like, oh my gosh, I can't stay out till like 2 a.m. anymore partying, because I have work at like 9 a.m., 7 a.m. in the morning. So it's just like, it's a learning curve. I think that's what's happening. All right, so now we're going to look into your career. Oh my gosh, each section is just flowing into itself. I love that. I love that for us. Okay. Okay. Tell me about battle, please, spirit, please, spirit. Okay. Yeah, Pachamama come out. So they're saying, oh my god, I'm like imagining someone hungover, partying a lot. You guys could be really, really like big party, like you like to go out and have fun. But it could leave you like head hurting. I feel like you like, so month of February, I feel like you are really going to be like, especially I think your career, if you're getting a new job, it's gonna force you to kind of like take action on both steps. You're not gonna be hungover at work and things like that. I think I see you taking more care of your body, drinking more water, hydrating more. So if you do go out, then the headache the next morning is not going to be as bad. But I'm also seeing you just like calming and like finding yourself and like doing away with a bunch of noise. Like you just kind of want to be with yourself and like hear yourself, right? I feel like, especially if you guys have been like really been going through it the past couple months, and especially if it comes to like romantic relationships or just relationships in general. And you've kind of been drowning out that noise with like friends, parties, fun times, things like that. And now like February, like you're coming back into yourself, and you're kind of just like feeling like the wind, drinking water, like really tasting it, like cool, crisp water, letting your feet touch the grass, like you're just grounding again. And just like taking a deep breath and like finally like sitting with your feelings, right? You kind of got out all like that energy and angst and anger, or like anything you had to get out the past 3 months, like with those parties. And now you're kind of just like coming back into yourself and like really allowing yourself to sit with those feelings left over from your past and like healing them. And I think something about your career is going to kind of push that forward. And it could be that this person, who's, it could be also that like the influence of whoever this King of Wands is in your career. You may be working with them, and they just may have a very, very calming presence. And so it could be them. that is like influencing this like change in you. And it's like they're not forcing you, they're not making you do this. No one is telling you that, oh, you know, you need to, you know, stop being a party animal, you know, you're, you know, all over the place or anything. It's just like you kind of just like, oh, okay, I think it's now it's time, and you feel safe. Maybe before you didn't feel safe enough to do that, but now you feel safe to kind of just like relax and like breathe again and not have to go out every night. Okay, yeah. The career. So we have the bigger picture. Okay. So I want both of these cards. I don't think I want both of them. I'll take both of them. Okay. Then you have inner warrior. Trust that you have power. Okay. And then you have pink rose quartz, love, open heart, kindness. Oh my god. I think your career, I feel like you are going to be entering an environment just really feels safe in a way that it hasn't before, or at least not in the recent past. I feel like with the bigger picture here, trust the universe to paint the picture. It's like you're slowly finding your purpose. Again, coming into yourself and who you are, and you're realizing, I think this is kind of what I want to do with my life. And you're looking at the passion of your coworkers, your colleagues. Again, I'm thinking the King of Wands. He probably came out as a King of Wands. I say he because it's the king, but you know, apply any gender that works with you. But I think the person came out as a King of Wands because they are very, very passionate about what they do. And I think that really, really inspires you, and you really, really look up to them. And that is not only attractive to them, but it makes you kind of think about, what am I passionate about? What do I really want to spend my life doing? And you're opening your heart up to new opportunities and new adventures, not in just like new, like, you know, going out and having wild nights, but like new hobbies, new career ideas. What else is out there that may really fill my heart up and make me light up with like energy and passion, the way that this person is lining up in front of me? And they empower you. I feel like the work environment, not just the King of Wands, really, really empowers you. And they really, really uplift you. Even if you don't know what you're doing all the time, and you may feel like a novice, they like uplift you until you're doing a good job. And like, they just like treat you so kindly. And I think you're not used to that. Oh my god, we have Pachamama coming up. And this came up in pile 1 too. So again, if you felt called to look up pile number 1, go ahead and look up pile number 1. But yeah, again, grounding. I'm hearing grounding and just, again, connecting to the bigger picture. Mother Cosmos is what Pachamama is. So you're like really connecting to your bigger picture. If someone were to paint your life, what would you want that picture to be? What would be that moment? What would you want the takeaway to be? I think that's like something coming into your mind, and you're learning to balance, again, spontaneity with structure, your intuition, your flow with like direction. I feel like that's kind of like the inverse of pile 1. Like, I feel like you are so used to being in your flow of just going with the wind, of seeing where things take you, listening, or, you know, just like letting I feel like you've been letting your emotions rule you, but not really listening to them. And you've just kind of been letting them like rage, and just like let the storm pass, and then you don't really think about it later on. But now you're realizing, wait, why do I really feel these things so intensely, and they feel so wild? And it's like you're kind of like calming the ocean, like you're feeling everything, but it's not as like turbulent anymore, because you're like listening to them and taking like the lessons that they're trying to tell you, or, you know, taking the action that you've been asking yourself to take for so long, but you just weren't recognizing it because you were drowning it out with all these other noises. And it doesn't have to, again, for those of you who don't like the part, it could be like you watch a lot of TV, or you read a ton of books, or again, you're scrolling through like tons of TikToks, just because you're afraid to like really listen to your inner self, right? And you're afraid to see what's there, you're afraid to sit with your thoughts, and afraid to see, you know, what if I'm just this weakling or a weeb, or, you know, like I heard like weenie. Like, I think you're afraid to see, like, to disappoint yourself. If you really, really saw yourself, you would be disappointed with what you saw. But I think now that you've really seen yourself, and you see how others like see you, they make you feel seen, and they don't shy away, and in fact they make you feel like loved and valuable, and like you are a part of the team, and they want you here, they need you here. And seeing other people treat you that way after like seeing you and welcoming you so much, it like gives you the courage to look at yourself and see your power and trust in it, and realize, wait, I am a badass. Why have I been drowning myself in my emotions? Why have I not actually been taking back my power and realizing I don't have to let them control me? I can feel them and acknowledge them. And if I just listened to what they were saying, instead of just like acting out of ego, acting out of fear, then I would like, this pain wouldn't be so unbearable sometimes. I think you guys have really been through it. And it's like this, like it's like I can finally kind of see now, and I don't have to kind of just let life pass by me under the guise that I'm living life to the fullest, but I'm not actually happy. I'm not actually listening to what it is I want. I'm just trying to do crazy things for the plot, but it's not. And I'm trying to do something bigger and bigger each time for that adrenaline rush, for that dopamine hit. But at the end of the point, I'm realizing that's not actually what's fulfilling me. It's actually kind of draining me. And it's because each time I drown out these feelings, I'm drowning in my emotions, but then I'm drowning those emotions with other external things, and so I've just been drowning and drowning. But I can take control. My emotions are input that help me decide what direction to take, where to go, but they don't have to be the steering wheel. I don't have to be a slave to my inner turmoil. I am not my anger. I'm not my sadness. I'm not my pain. I'm so much more. And I think that's what you realize in your career. It's like, okay, like this is a great workspace, great work environment. I'm so happy that you've come in and met these people. I feel like it really feels that you feel at one with yourself. And like you're honoring yourself, and you realize, and you're just loving on yourself. You're like, and you like, I want to get to know me now. Like what I really, really like, not just, you know, that I like tequila over rum, you know? And again, this is not to give shade to my pile 3s. It is nothing like that. Nothing of the sorts. It's just, you know, it could be other things, you know, not just like, it could be like, you know, that I like Stranger Things over, you know, the To All the Boys I Loved, you know, like I just feel like you are like you're not afraid of the quiet anymore. You're not afraid to sit with yourself. And that's really powerful. And that's, and it's a scary thing. I feel like some of you, I can feel it. A lot of you are scared right now. You're afraid. But I think you're going to do it. And it's going to be on your terms is what makes it, like, less scary. It's like people have shown you that it's not scary, that you're not scary, that you're not a horrible monster underneath everything. And so now you have the bravery to go and meet yourself. Really meet yourself and have a talk with yourself. And you're not scared either. And it's all on your own terms. And you just find a new dedication to moving forward in life with yourself, hand in hand, instead of running away from who you are. Okay, then we're gonna last off with any last spirit messages that the universe has for you, any last advice, things like that. So we have, a beautiful way for everything to culminate. You're giving away your power. Oh my gosh, this also came out for Power 1. All right. Yeah, we have get the F outside, move your ass. Your body is pissed at you. So yeah, again, there's this sense of taking care of your body, right? And in the past, you may have been trying to change people. Stop trying to change people. That ish never works. You do you. I feel like you're realizing maybe like your home environment or your past friendships could have been like really really big on parties. Again, I'm not trying to shame that or anything, but it wasn't like really a space where you felt like you could have deep conversations, where you can open up to people. It was like, okay, where are we going tonight? And everyone was kind of just drowning out themselves in like noise, right? And so then you come into this other environment where people are like really really listening to themselves. And it could be maybe some of you are going on a retreat, actually, because you realize like, hey, like I feel like I'm like my body is like can't take any more of this like alcohol, or like it just, or it could be like, even again, it doesn't have to be parties. Like maybe if you're like at home, maybe your family just loves to and maybe like I have family in the South, and whenever I go down there, they I would not say the food is the healthiest. It is delicious, but I do feel like my like my veins are gonna like become clogged or something like that. So I need to, like, when I come back to my own place, I need to like do a detox or things like that to just like make it feel like things are running normally again. So maybe that's kind of what you do. You just need an energy cleanse, or even a physical cleanse, or like both. And don't let anyone judge you for that or make you feel weird, because you're like, I just need to get more in touch with myself, because I feel like I'm so out of tune and I've lost myself, and I'm gonna go find myself now, and that is okay. And don't let people make you feel bad about that. So then we have this little energy bolt, which I think again is body wise, getting energy again, replenishing yourself physically and spiritually. And yeah, I think this is you talking to yourself, okay? I think you're going in deep and you're learning, and you find the answers to your problems inside, because you've had them all along, but you were too afraid to hear them. You were too afraid. I think you had gotten so used to the pain that you become too afraid to see what life is like when you're not suffering inside, which I think is a very very common thing to happen for people who may struggle with mental illness, or just pain in general. When you've just had a lot of pain and you've been suffering for so long, you get used to it and becomes like its own kind of source of comfort, where you can't really imagine life without it. And so now that life without pain is the unknown, it's like we're afraid of the unknown. Humans are afraid of the unknown. So it is so completely normal to be afraid to let go of this, like it's just like pain. Like it's almost like a pain is a companion, to let go of this companion you've had for so long. But I feel like it's time, and it's time, and you feel it's time, and that's why you go out and you find yourself and you realize that it is possible and it is okay to move forward, even if you're people back home where you were before don't understand. You find your tribe that does, and I just can't tell you enough that it's gonna be okay and you're gonna be okay. All right. Whew. So that is all that I have for you, pile threes. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. If this resonated, let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you would like a personal reading, feel free to check out my Etsy in the description box, as well as my Patreon. And I will see you next time. Bye.